Today's video is about the mathematics of advertising explained. So let's write that down. The math of ads explained. I'm going to keep it super simple and just basic because I think that people can get very confused with ads if they let themselves get confused with ads, but it doesn't need to be that complicated. So advertising comes down to simple, basic addition and subtraction. There's two factors that you need to look for that you need to pay attention to. There's CAC, which is the cost of acquiring a customer, and then there's LTV, which is the lifetime value of a customer. CAC just means that I spent, let's say, $10 in advertising in order to make a sale of something that I sell for $20, right? So I spent this much, so that's negative, in order to make a positive 20. With that, my net profit is going to be $10. So if you're looking just at something that's being sold up front, this is why digital courses do so well. The fact that you spent $10 in order to make 20 means that your ad, your funnel, your advertisement is profitable. This means you want to keep running that thing for as long as possible and keep it going because more and more money is just going to keep pouring in. And if you can, every 48 hours, you want to increase this budget by 20%. So then after 2 days, it should be $12 that you're spending. What's going to happen is this is going to go up too in terms of you're going to make more than one sale. You're going to make 2 sales in a day or 3 sales in a day. So you're going to spend $12 in order to make $40 because you've made 2 sales. And this is how people make a lot of money with advertising. Now, the reason why it gets confusing is this number, as it increases, isn't going to always give you the $40, isn't going to always make 2 sales, isn't going to always be profitable. There's going to come a point in time where you keep raising this price and raising this price and raising this price, or that it keeps spending and spending and spending and getting in front of people and people just aren't biting. There could be different reasons, ad fatigue, the timing, maybe different offers, maybe competitors started advertising, whatever it is. And so at some point in time, this $10 number that you started off with and this $20 number are going to be equal, meaning you're going to spend $20 to make the one sale of a $20 product. This is when you break even. When you break even, you need to be very careful. You could keep the ad running because at least you're collecting emails and you're collecting customers that you could sell to down the line. But once it goes into the red, let's say you're going to cost $22 to sell a $20 product. This just happened to me recently. It's time to shut off the ad. Because what's happening now is you're losing a net profit of $2. You are losing money every time this ad stays alive at this point. But as you can see, it's just simple, basic math. Just whatever the cost of what you're selling it is, you have that much ad spend in order to make that sale. Now, obviously, running a tech brokerage, we have to look at lifetime value of a customer. So LTV, lifetime value. LTV equals lifetime value of customers. Lifetime value. So I like to think about subscriptions because a lot of SaaS are subscription based. Let's say that you spent, again, the same $10 to sell something that costs $5 a month. Let's keep it nice and easy, right? Looking at the cost of how we just did things, if it was just the course and you spent $10 to make $5, you'd be losing money and that would be bad. You should shut off the ad. The problem is you need to look at the lifetime value of that customer. How many months do they stay with you? Let's say they stay 6 months on average. So on average, they stay 6 months. You have $5 times 6 months is going to be $30. Which means you just spent $10 in order to make $30. That's a profitable ad. You should keep that. But the thing is, you don't know this number unless you have data for it, unless you have history that shows on average or based on our sales and based on our customer user base, this is how much money each customer is worth to us, $30. So by doing this, you know what you can spend up to $30 and then you're going to make it on the back end. You don't know that for sure because you don't know if they're going to subscribe and stay that long. They could be someone who unsubscribes after the first month. And this is where the balance of things get tricky. But by and large, that's just the way you need to think about it if you're going to be doing lifetime value. Now, going back to a product like this, anyone who's in business knows that you want to be in the business of resale, meaning that you want to sell to the same customer over and over again. If you are only able to extract $20 out of the lifetime of you having this person's contact and being able to reach them and sell them things, that's something that you should work on. Because if they bought from you one time, they should be willing to buy from you again. I go to the same pizza restaurant almost every week because I love that pizza. If you're making products that people love, they will want to buy your next product and your next product and your next product. In which case, you can look at spending $10 to get a customer that will spend $1,000 with you, $1K with you over their lifetime by buying other products that you sell, is still worth it. And so this is where advertising can get complicated. You need to know what a person is worth to you, right? It all comes down to what is a customer worth to my business? Once you understand that simple number, whatever that number is, will determine how much you can spend in order to acquire that customer. So just another basic example, let's say a customer is worth $100 to me over their lifetime, so LTV, then that means I could spend, up to $99 or really $100 in order to acquire this customer. You're not going to make a lot of money off of them personally if you're going to spend $99 to get $100 out of them over the lifetime of their value of being a customer for you, but you're still profitable. You want to maximize this number by selling them more and more stuff, by providing more and more value to them in a way that they're willing to exchange money for it, and you want to keep this number as low as possible. This is why people who are influencers make so much money, because this cost is essentially zero because they're just promoting to their own audiences. But yeah, that's just a quick overview of the mathematics of advertising explained, and I hope it was simple and easy. And you guys can go to vcmsuite.com to check out all my courses on how to automate your income, how to scale apps and subscription apps that you make with AI, and yeah, just find ways to make money online. I'll catch you guys on the next video.